Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be doing the Arsenal versus Chelsea combined 11, and I'm also going to be giving you my thoughts and how I think the game's going to go, as well as my score prediction. So stick around for the end of the video to be able to get all that information. But yeah, let's get started. In at number 1 we've got David Raya for Arsenal versus Petrovic for Chelsea. So if you're asking me which keeper is the better one, I'm not the biggest of fans of David Raya, but I'm neither the biggest fan of Petrovic for Chelsea either. So I'm not a fan of either keeper. But if I have to pick one, I'd go with David Raya. Moving it on to left back, both Chelsea and Arsenal don't have proper left backs. I mean, when you look at Arsenal, they've got Zinchenko, who is rubbish, and they've got what's this guy's name? Kivio, also not that great. He's alright. I think he's mediocre if you ask me. Moving it on to Chelsea, they've also got two rubbish left backs. They've got Kukureya as well as Ben Chilwell. So neither one of them make it either. So I'm gonna basically give you a bit of a spoiler alert. I'm gonna play Ben White at left back, and then at right back I'm gonna play Malo Gusto. If you're asking me to pick one between White and Gusto, I think White has been excellent this season, but my personal preference is Malo Gusto. So for me, Gusto goes onto the right back position, whilst Ben White goes into the left back position. And then moving it on to the centre back positions, excuse me, I'm definitely going to go with the combination of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. They've been excellent for Arsenal this season. I believe Arsenal have conceded the least goals in the Premier League this season so far. So those two definitely deserve to be the defensive partnership. When it comes to the midfield, I've gone with a midfield three of Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, and Enzo Fernandez. Now moving it on to the front three, we've got the right wing slot. Arsenal's right wing is Bukayo Saka, and Chelsea's right wing, his first choice right wing is Cole Palmer. Now, don't get me wrong, Bukayo Saka has been excellent for Arsenal in the past few seasons, but when it comes to this season in particular, Saka hasn't been great, if we're being honest. He hasn't been great at all. In fact, some are saying he's had a poor season. Yes, he's contributed with goals and assists, but he hasn't played to the level that we know Saka to play at, So if you're asking me who's had a better season between Saka and Palmer, it's definitely Cole Palmer. So for me, Cole Palmer gets the right wing slot. And then we move it on to left wing. The options aren't great. You've got the likes of Raheem Sterling for Chelsea, Mudryk, and then when you go to Arsenal, you've got Trossard, you've got Martinelli. Not the greatest of options. I know Trossard has had a few big impacts on games for Arsenal, coming off the bench rather. So I can't really say he was someone I was considering putting there at left wing. But considering he's only done well for Arsenal whilst he comes off the bench, not necessarily when he starts the game, I'm thinking he doesn't deserve to be in the starting 11. So what I am going to do instead is I'm going to take Bukayo Saka and place him on the left wing. So the wingers are Cole Palmer on the right, Bukayo Saka on the left. And then when it comes to the number 9 position, I don't rate Gabriel Jesus. I think it's trash. I don't rate Nicholas Jackson. It's trash. So I'm going to go with King Kai Havertz. And my front three is going to be Palmer, Saka, and Havertz. And basically that completes my starting 11, or rather my combined 11 for the Chelsea and Arsenal game tonight. But yeah, when it comes to my thoughts on tonight's game, I think it's going to be a tough game, It's going to be a tough game. I mean, Arsenal can't afford to drop any more points. I think as we speak, if I'm not mistaken, Arsenal are top of the league because they won on the weekend 2-0 against, was it Wolves or something? I think it was. But they won, so Arsenal are back on top of the league. Man City, of course, have got a game in hand. So Arsenal can't afford to drop any more points because Liverpool also won over the weekend. So the pressure for that top spot is getting hotter and hotter. So no one can afford to drop points between the top three. So Arsenal have to win tonight. It's a must-win for Arsenal. Even though it's a London derby, it can't be a draw. It has to be a win for Arsenal. But the way I see it, Chelsea have been on a bit of a resurgence. They've been back in form, they're playing well. Even against, when they lost the semi-finals on the weekend against Man City, I felt they were robbed in terms of the penalty. I mean, Palmer struck a very good free kick and then it literally hit, Jack Grealish's arm. So that was, for me, a penalty, but it wasn't given. So I don't know, I feel like it's going to be a tight one. So part of me is thinking it might end as a draw, maybe I don't know, 1-1 draw, but I think because Arsenal know they must win tonight's game, they have to, in order for them to still stay in the title race. I think Arsenal will somehow win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Arsenal. Yeah, I think it's going to be 2-1 win for Arsenal. And then, yeah, they're just going to have too much for Chelsea. And given the fact that Arsenal's chances of winning the title are basically riding on tonight's game, I think Arsenal will win. So, yeah, my score prediction for tonight's game is Arsenal's going to win 2-1. When it comes to the type of football that's going to be played, I think Arsenal will dominate the game. I mean, the game is at, it's at the Emirates, so Arsenal are at home. The crowd will be behind them. The place should be bouncing. The fans should get behind the team. And I would expect Arsenal to win, like I said. So, like I said, it's going to be a 2-1 win for me. That's my prediction, a 2-1 win for Arsenal. And, yeah, those are my thoughts and predictions into tonight's game. So let me know if you disagree with any of my opinions or thoughts when it comes to the combined 11. Is there any player you feel I left out of the 11 or I included that shouldn't have been included? You know, let me know in the comments. So drop a like to the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys soon. I'm out.